What's up, YouTube? Do you believe in a parallel universe? Part 4. In part 3, we talked about scientists discovering 10 parallel universes, and you had the choice as to which one you wanted to live in. Please click and watch that video for the full details. In this video, scientists have discovered a parallel universe in which you are a teenager. You are 14 years old in this parallel universe, and the scientists are going to give you the opportunity to live up to 1 year in this parallel universe. And as an extra motivation, they will make it so you are able to have contact with your 14-year-old self. Maybe it'll be in a role of a high school counselor, because you're in high school by now at this age. Maybe it'll be in a role as a family friend. Maybe it will be in a role as a coach, etc., etc. I'm not sure how they do this. It's just the technology is allowing them to make it happen. So you are guaranteed contact with your 14-year-old self, and you get to live in this parallel universe for 1 whole year. Now, should you decide to go to this parallel universe, should you decide to live there for 1 year, and should you decide to have contact with your 14-year-old self, what I want to know is, what will your conversation be like with your 14-year-old self? What will you talk about? What kind of advice would you give your 14-year-old self? How would you encourage your 14-year-old self? What will you talk about? What will you warn them of? What will you empower them with? What type of information will you empower your 14-year-old self with? Now, if you're a teenager listening to this, and if you haven't reached 14 yet, or if you're only a couple years shy of 14, you can also leave down in the comments, hey, what would I like to know from my adult self? What would I like to know? What would I like to be made aware of? What type of encouragement do I need? Leave that down in the comments as well. So should you decide to take this trip to the parallel universe and live up there for a year, how would you mentor your 14-year-old self? Please leave that down in the comments and let me know what type of things you would talk about. I want to take this time to thank a couple of people. Eric Wiscaver, 4575. Thank you so much for your comments and for watching this series. I greatly appreciate it. Bro, I hope you're doing very well. And I look forward to chatting with you more. Thank you for your comments, man. It's really, really appreciated. Also, thank you to Alex G 7940 for your comment. He simply said, continue, when I was questioning whether there should be a part 4. Thank you for that, and I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy this video as well. Thank you to everyone else that's been watching and liking and subbing. Part 3 did very, very, very well. I'm pleasantly and very encouraged and surprised. Thank you. You guys have no idea how much the engagement means to me. It's very, very cool to see, just the results of some of my videos. I'm really encouraged, and I'm really thankful, and I'm really happy. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can't thank you all enough. So again, just to recap, what kind of conversations would you have with your 14-year-old self? How would you encourage them? How would you empower them? What would you warn them of? Just overall, what would your conversation be like? Think back to when you were 14. I'm not sure how old you are now. Whoever's listening, I'm not sure how old you are now. But in your adulthood, what would you have liked to know then that you know now? Or what kind of encouragement would you have liked to receive back then? Okay, so please let me know down in the comments. Again, I can't thank you all enough for watching and subbing and liking the videos. It is greatly appreciated. This is DAYMUN'S Days signing out. talk to you all soon again. I love you all. Peace.